So basically, if you take a pet, there's no protection now.
Unless you can potentially, they may not get the tenancy.
But if they move in and then request the pet, you have to have a reasonable reason to refuse.
And what is a reasonable reason?
For example, if it's an HMO, that would be a perfectly good reason not to have a pet, because if one has a pet, they all have a pet,
Religious
suddenly you've got a
backgrounds?
zoo. It would be reasonable, I suppose, if it's
'Cause-
reasonable.
If I'm using this point out there, Islamically, we're not allowed to have dogs inside the house.
I don't know the answer to that, but it's a good
Wow.
one.
So it
It's
could be a
great
religious,
one.
and that is actually a religious reason.
Okay.
Because we had a German Shepherd, he had to be outside. Loved him to bits, and because religiously, when a dog, it's a whole issue thing. You're not allowed to have him in the house.
Okay,
That's actually
a
a
possibility.
Wow.
It's not in the bill. Doesn't mean it couldn't be a reasonable reason.
Wow. What other reason?
So, for example, if the welfare of the animal would be at stake. So what I mean by that is if your tenant wants to bring a Great Dane into a studio flat, it's not going to fit. Reasonable reason, because it would be the welfare of
Or
the
if
animal.
they're shedding a lot, and that can cause a lot of problems as well.
Absolutely.
Especially if you have people who could be, it could act up on them. They could end up being allergic to it.
There's another reason, but you've got to have specifics around it. So as a landlord, you couldn't say, I don't want you to have dogs, I'm allergic to dogs, if you never intend to move into that property. So if you were then intended to move into that property maybe directly after that let,
Wow.
your reasonable reason would be, you can't have a dog, I'm allergic, I'm moving straight in after you.
Wow. So pets going to be a bit of a pain in this one.
Yeah.